and Ronnie O'Sullivan, the #1 player in the world, the greatest of all time, is out.
So, imagine being the guy no one expects to win. Like, not even a little. That's James Cahill, walking into the 2019 World Snooker Championship facing a guy who's basically snooker royalty. No ranking, no big talk, just a guy with a cue and nothing to lose. And what did he do? Well, that's the stuff you don't forget. This isn't your typical here's what happened rundown. No, this is about the day an amateur flipped the script on the legend himself. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. From the onset, the stage was set for what many assumed would be a routine victory for O'Sullivan. However, sports thrive on the unpredictable, and Cahill was about to deliver a story of David versus Goliath proportions. As the frames unfolded, the initial balance of power seemed to align with predictions. O'Sullivan's shots were sharp, and his breaks were effective. Yet Cahill was not just there to participate, he was there to compete. With each frame, he grew more confident, and the gap on the scoreboard began to close. The end of the first day saw Cahill just a frame behind, signaling that this was no ordinary match. Day 2 brought a shift in the Crucible's air. Cahill, with a calm demeanor and a steady hand, began to turn the tables. Frame by frame, he edged ahead, not just in points but in psychological warfare. The audience, initially in O'Sullivan's corner, started to sense something extraordinary unfolding. Cahill led 8-5, a lead that seemed unthinkable at the start. O'Sullivan, rattled and uncharacteristically faltering under pressure, started missing shots that he typically made in his sleep. The comeback from O'Sullivan was inevitable, or so it seemed. With breaks of 104 and 89, he clawed his way back to an 8-8 tie, setting the stage for a nail-biting finale. The snooker gods, however, had a different script in mind. At the crucial moment, O'Sullivan missed a relatively straightforward pink, a shot that would haunt him beyond this match. Cahill, seizing the opportunity, executed a flawless clearance of 53, clinching a monumental 10-8 victory. The Crucible erupted. Cahill, barely containing his elation, had not just won a match, he had shattered expectations and rewritten what many thought possible for an amateur. "I could barely stand up at the end," he confessed post-match, his voice a mix of exhaustion and exhilaration. His triumph was not merely a personal victory, but a beacon of hope for underdogs everywhere, proving that belief in oneself can overturn even the most daunting odds. O'Sullivan, gracious yet visibly disappointed, cited struggles with illness and insomnia as factors, but took nothing away from Cahill's stellar performance. His defeat was a reminder of the sport's harsh unpredictability and the fact that no one is invincible. This match did more than just advance Cahill to the next round. It inspired countless aspiring players who dream of making their mark against the titans of their sports. It reminded everyone that on the green bays, as in life, anything is possible. The story of James Cahill is a testament to the power of resilience and the magic of snooker, where every shot can alter the course of the match. He had done the unthinkable. James Cahill, an amateur with no world ranking, had just beaten Ronnie O'Sullivan, a titan of snooker. But who is James Cahill, and where did he come from? This unexpected hero's journey to that momentous day at the Crucible Theatre is as compelling as the match itself. James Cahill was born on December 27, 1995, in Blackpool, England, a town famous not just for its illuminations, but now also for nurturing one of snooker's most surprising talents. From a young age, Cahill was steeped in a family legacy of cue sports. His mother Maria was a former women's world #1 in snooker, and his uncle Stephen Hendry is a 7-time world champion. With such pedigree, it was almost inevitable that James would pick up a cue. Before we move on, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. Despite his family's rich history in snooker, Cahill's path was not paved with instant success. He turned professional in 2013 but struggled to make a significant impact initially. His career was a roller coaster of highs and lows, battling through the tough ranks of the sport, often facing setbacks that could have derailed his ambitions. However, Cahill's resilience and passion for snooker saw him through these challenges. By 2019, he had regained his professional status after a brief period outside the top ranks. His qualification for the World Championship that year was not just a personal victory. It was historic. Cahill became the first amateur to qualify for the Crucible, a feat that alone would have been enough to secure his chapter in snooker history. Yet he was destined for even more. Cahill's most notable achievements came from his ability to perform under pressure against the sport's best. Apart from his seismic victory over O'Sullivan, Cahill has had notable wins against other top players, demonstrating that his triumph was no fluke. His style of play, characterized by bold shot-making and a calm demeanor under pressure, quickly earned him the respect of his peers and the adoration of snooker fans worldwide. James Cahill's story proves that sometimes the biggest moments come when you least expect them. Here's to those who dare to dream and the thrilling, unpredictable journey of making it happen. Remember, in the game of snooker, as in life, it's all about how you play your next shot. And that's a wrap for this video. For more snooker content, click on the screen right now.